This is 113 on your FM dial at 7:30.
Rachel, David, breakfast. Barney, get the kids up for breakfast.
2 banks on Wall Street were destroyed by explosions in the early hours of the morning. A new garbage strike looms on the horizon.
Wonderful.
And street gangs here have claimed the lives of 2 additional victims. 3 Japanese terrorists have hijacked an Italian airliner. And in retaliation, 3 Italian terrorists have blown up a Japanese restaurant.
Come on, everybody, up, please, up for breakfast.
What's the weather look like outside?
It's brown today.
Is it raining?
Something's coming down, but I don't think it's water.
What is it?
It's a new plague. Isn't it pretty?
A little brown rain is normal for New York at this time of year. If it gets a little colder, we can look forward to a tan Christmas.
I don't think you should go to work today.
A little brown in the air never bothered me yet.
I think you should resign from the police force today. I think you should go to Montana and buy a chicken farm today.
I don't like chickens.
You don't know chickens. You've only seen them frozen with pimples and wrapped in plastic. You've never seen them cute and lively with their fur on.
Fur?
You'll be crazy about Montana.
You really hate it, I'm a cop.
Yes.
Don't beat around the bush.
Are you aware of the fact that somebody tried to break in here last night?
How do you know?
Because there's a clean spot on the window.
They must not have wanted to get in very badly. If they really wanted to break in, the bars on that window wouldn't have stopped them.
Then what did we put them up for?
But you remember, I made a promise when we got married. I said I would do everything I could to make you happy. You wanted bars? I gave you bars.
I'm very grateful. I love my bars.
Are you aware that statistics show that there is more crime in the streets than in the home?
There's more room in the streets.
Now an item from the world of entertainment. 3 people were slain in a theater last night during a first-act intermission robbery attempt. Now, once again, your musical interlude. This is 113 on your FM dial on the 101st floor of the Empire State Building. Have a good day.
Yeah, up there where nobody can get to you.
Okay, Marty. This is the 2nd purse you snatched in a week. Now, you're getting bad habits.
Kleptomania is a disease, not a crime. Besides, I've thrown away better purses than that.
Maniac!
You just love all this attention, don't you?
Does the Constitution say he can talk to me?
Marty, leave her alone. Now, you want to make a statement?
Yes, I'm pleading temporary insanity, and that's all you're going to get from me until my attorney is present.
5 o'clock. Always the same time, 5 o'clock.
Well, when you're looking for a lunatic, it's nice to know he's dependable. Marty, you again. What'd he steal this time?
Another purse?
Marty, come over here.
I want that man in jail, and I'm not afraid of reprisals.
Oh, who would want to reprise you?
Marty, you keep ripping people off. They're going to put you away for a long time. Now, why don't you cut it out and get an honest job?
Oh, don't give me that. I've had more jobs than you have hair on your head. I even tried to get on the police force.
They turned you down.
Of course they turned me down. It's ridiculous. What's wrong with a gay cop? There are gay robbers.
You got a point there.
I mean, for God's sakes, they always expect me to come on like Paul Bunyan, you know.
Hi, Chief. You're looking for a new cop? I'm your boy.
God, I get so sick of the pretense.
Marty, come here, sign this.
You're just lucky the police got you before my husband did.
The same to you.
Pardon me. I'm Charles Monahan's attorney. Is Detective Wilson in?
I'm afraid not. Can I help you?
Well, I'd rather wait for Detective Wilson, if I may.
This is his desk here. You can sit right over there.
Thank you. Where is Wilson?
Still out.
How about Fish?
Wilson got the old geezer with him.
Would you do me a favor? Stop referring to Fish as the old geezer. When a man gets close to enforced retirement, he gets a little sensitive.
Oh, yeah? All right. Hey, I heard there was another bombing.
It's 3 days in a row.
I'm going to move to the country.
Well, you certainly dressed for it.
Mrs. Florsheen, what time did the crime take place?
I beg your pardon?
What he wants to know is, when did you buy the purse?
I hope they send you up for life. And I'm not a vindictive person.
My dear woman, this purse will prove I'm insane. That is, if the judge has any taste at all.
That's my best purse.
I'll bet it is. With any luck at all, the court will find me irresponsible and you tacky.
Was anything missing from the purse?
Good taste.
Hey, engine room? Hey, what's the matter with you guys? It's 26 degrees up here. Hey, I wasn't meant for this type of temperature, baby.
Oh, my blood is turning to slush.
Hey, don't give me energy crisis, man. How would you like it if we quit and left your loved ones unprotected?
Very well put.
Hey, baby, it is cold up here.
12 precinct, Nanook speaking. Let me have the address.
Yeah, well, if you don't get some heat up here, we're gonna start breaking up the furniture and burning it. Bye.
The kid that stuck up that liquor store the other day, the owner thinks he recognized him. We better check it out.
Okay.
There's 6 inches of snow in the streets. It's freezing out there.
It's worse in here.
Oh, I know why a penguin walks so funny. Pour me a cup of coffee, will you?
Cream and sugar?
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna sit in it.
Hey, you want to see something funny? Come in the toilet.
Hey, what you been doing? Writing on the walls again?
The water in the sink is frozen, and a bunch of ants are crossing the ice, and they're slipping and falling all over the place. Come on, it's the funniest.
Hey, man, you got a weird sense of humor. You know that?
What's going on around here? You think in this kind of weather, business will be slow?
The armored car drivers and the guards are still on strike. Money's piling up faster in the stores than garbage in the streets.
Burglaries, armed robberies, aggravated assaults.
Yeah, and every dude with a gun or a knife or a pointed stick is out there trying to seek his fortune.
What a civilization, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, stand over there.
What do we got here?
Flasher, exposing himself at a bus stop.
In this weather?
Did you ever hear anything so disgusting?
Hey, man, it's 10 degrees out there.
Tell me about it. Some filthy habit, huh? Pervert, degenerate. That's me, A number 1.
Okay, Mr. Farber, you got one phone call.
Would you make a phone call if you were me? What am I supposed to do, brag about it?
You better call a lawyer.
I am a lawyer.
Maybe you better call a doctor.
What for? I don't need a doctor, I need an executioner.
Okay, Mr. Farber, you want to step into the cage, please? Oh, and keep your hands away from your coat, huh?
Good. Lock me up. Keep me away from decent people.
Take it easy, Mr. Farber. Everything's gonna be all right.
Sure, Mr. Pollyanna. You think this is like giving up smoking? I've been to the finest medical minds in the world, and they all told me the same thing. Farber, you're filthy. It's that simple.
Chano, call Bellevue. Tell him we got a prune Danish to go.
Oh, yeah.
Put it over there on the desk.
Hey, Barney, wait till you see what we got here. Siegel's department store hasn't been able to make a deposit for a week, so they asked us to keep their receipts and keep them till morning. I said, okay. Is it okay?
Well, Jim Howitz, we're working on half shift. We can't babysit somebody's payroll.
An employee told Mr. Siegel he heard they were being set up for a ripoff. They'd like to avoid trouble.
Yeah, I've never seen so much money in my whole life. Take a look. Happy birthday to me.
How much is in there?
$216,480 odd.
80 odd. Aren't you sure?
Well, when you're loaded, what's a few bucks more or less?
That is more. Less is what I take home every week.
Somebody put it in the safe.
I got it. I signed for it.
All right, then it's your responsibility, but get at it. We got a lot of work to do.
You know what? The people at the bus stop called me a sickie.
Sticks and stones, Mr. Farber.
That's a very old model. You're not kidding. They don't make them like they used to.
What's the combination of this thing? I forget it again.
1 to the left, 2 to the right, 3 to the left, 4 to the right.
That's the way to do this varsity drag.
Well, Precinct Detective, Sergeant Amenguala speaking. No, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we can't trace them. You see, there's very little we can do about obscene phone calls. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Would you watch your language, please, ma'am? This is gonna drive me crazy. 26 calls in 2 weeks. That's some dirty guy.
We got him down.
The attempted suicide?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just dropped him off at Bellevue. Psycho ward.
Where's Fish?
He coming. The guy wanted to jump off the roof, and there's no elevator in the building. Old Fish had to climb 9 flights of stairs.
12 years ago, I said put an elevator in this precinct. 5 years ago, I said it again. Last year, I even offered to pay for it.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. It's my legs. I must have been a breech baby. My feet are older than I am.
Listen, if you were going to make obscene phone calls, now, would you make them from one location or from a variety of locations?
I'd rather have someone else make them for me.
Jumana, you chase a suspect into a residence. You have no warrant for search and entry, but you know evidence is about to be destroyed inside. Do you hold off, or do you go in and make an arrest and take a chance of violating the suspect's rights?
Funny spot by olden times.
What?
Look, 6 pounds off, blinkers on, with the finest grass jockey in the country. I bet her. Then the lady next to me says, hey, there's a gray horse with a girl jockey in blue. My 2 favorite colors. She wins, I lose.
Jumana, I'm trying to pass my test for sergeant now. You gonna help me?
Yeah, don't go in.
Well, well, well. The same old melting pot. The 12th precinct never changes.
Oh, Kelly, how are things?
Marking a Laban. How you doing, Fish? Staying healthy?
I'm every bit as good a shape as I was yesterday.
Boni Diaz, Chano.
Jose Feliciano.
Pretty good, thanks. Hey, Kojo, wait a minute. I got a great new Pollock joke for you.
Wonderful.
You heard it. Hey, Jumana. You better stay out of the sun. You're starting to turn beige.
I'll tell you, then you turn the bakatari think.
Hey, there's a color mission around here. Where's Wilson and Harris?
I got a day off. There's a minstrel show in town.
What are you doing downtown, Kelly? I thought you was in narcotics.
Oh, I'm too sensitive for that kind of filthy work. I'm in internal affairs now.
Oh, you're a spy.
Yeah, some people might look at it that way. Them that's got something to hide, anyhow.
Oh, Kelly, what are you doing here?
Making friends.
How do you like narcotics? You haven't helped him a bit.
Kelly's been promoted. Yeah, he's a snooper now.
Internal affairs?
Can we talk?
What about?
Graft.
Come on to my office.
Hey, Nick, if a guy's been murdered whose name begins with B, you file it under M for murder, B for Bertoli, or H for homicide?
What's the name of the guy that killed him?
We don't know that yet.
File it under U for unsolved.
Right.
You guys want some cake?
Yeah, sure.
Our niece made it.
Oh, no, well, I got a bad stomach. Actually,
Look, if you'll all have a little patience, we'll have you all out of here and back in business in no time.
I hope so.
Now, for the formalities. Look, I'm going to read you ladies your rights.
This isn't going to take very long.
Here, here.
Hey, pipe down, will you? You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right speak to your own attorney, who may be present with you all through the questioning. Now, if you so desire, and you ain't got the bread for one, we'll give you one. No charge.
You got a lot of work to do. So stop clowning around, huh? You got it?
Well, we always had it. It just took us a while to figure out what to do with it.
Donna, would you join Detective Yamana? He's the inscrutable devil in the corner there.
In whatable? Who gets me?
You got your choice, me or Fish.
Oh, well, seeing as how it ain't Friday, I'll take you, Turkey.
Have a seat.
Come on, Rose, let's get some prints of those magic fingers.
You must have 100 sets by now. What are you doing, selling them?
This way, madam.
Watch your language.
Vente, Lily, ya tú sabes.
Do I have to go with him again?
No, we're desegregated here.
He is always picking on me because I'm Puerto Rican, you know?
Well, you see, that's because Chano feels that Puerto Rican ladies are very special.
Me too. You know, I make more money than they all do.
Okay, Lily, vente. Avanza. Vente, siéntate. Is that why you came to America?
No, I came to be Rita Moreno, but I find out they already had one.
Hey, you.
What's your name?
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Okay, Mary. What's your real name?
Linda Fuller.
Address?
542 East 68th Street.
Hey, you must do pretty good, huh? That's a very rich neighborhood.
I'm a very good dancer.
Dancer.
Oh, nothing fancy. Just your average everyday hoofer.
Occupation hoofer. H-O-O-K-E-R.
I hope you're a good cop, because you're a crummy human being.
Rose of Washington Square and Company.
On one of their ever-popular return engagements.
If I had known you ladies were going to be here, I would have dressed for the occasion.
Excuse me. Are you the manager?
I'm Captain Miller. Can I help you?
This man has been unnecessarily rude.
Is that true, Wojciechowicz?
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't say anything to her. I wouldn't say to any tramp.
Can I have someone else wait on me?
Wojciech.
Mrs. Richline, the department store is pressing charges. You observed shoplifting on Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You want to make a statement?
I don't shop on weekends.
I don't shop on weekends. We're going to have to book you, Mrs. Richline.
Que sera, sera.
Find it.
All right, who we got on this week? Wilson's on vacation. Yamana's with the DA's office. That leaves you, me, Wojciechowicz, and Fish. Fish, as soon as you're finished, huh?
Right.
Okay, now. Here's the garage. It's 162 East 2nd Avenue. I guess we ought to set up on one of these apartment houses across the street.
What are we looking for?
Heroin. Lots of it. It's coming from North Africa, through the Middle East, into Marseille, up through France, across to England, and by boat to New York.
Wouldn't mind making a trip like that myself.
Good, I'll get my hat and go with you. Why is it so hot in here?
The air conditioner's off.
No air conditioning in the middle of the summer?
Power conservation.
Oh, that's marvelous, marvelous. And I can't take a shower for a week.
Oh? Religious holiday?
My wife is retiling in the bathroom.
Why don't you try the YMCA?
If it becomes necessary.
The air conditioner's going to be off till 4 o'clock every day.
It may become necessary.
Okay, Barney, what's going on?
Narcotic stakeout. We expect a drop to be made in the next couple of days somewhere in the city.
Is that necessary?
Karate? It's a very important part of modern law enforcement.
And the yelling? Can't you learn to cripple someone quietly?
All right, DeLuca, you check out the apartment house at 165. Fish and I'll check out 167, 169.
I'll take 171.
There is no 171.
Oh, well, then what do?
You stay here and mind the store.
How come I can't go with you guys?
Not this time.
Well, where are you going?
If you don't know, what do you want to go for?
It's just another stakeout.
Well, how come I can't go? Hey, you remember the last time Fish and Yamana got to go on that big stakeout up on the west side? I had to sit here and answer the phones.
Somebody's got to stay in the squad room.
When do you want to leave, Barney?
As soon as I wash up.
Barney, I got a doctor's appointment.
Can't you change it?
No, it's an emergency.
What's wrong?
Don't worry about it.
Well, if you're sick, why don't you go home?
No, thanks. That's where I got sick.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it now.
The last time you guys went on that big stakeout, I said, can I go? You said, not this time. So I said, well, what about next time? And you said, yeah. Remember, Fish?
Of course I remember. It was a very touching moment, as I recall.
What do you say, Barn? Fair is fair.
I didn't think it meant that much to you.
Well, I like to be with you.
I like to be with you, too. All right, if you want to go, you can go.
Thanks, Barn.
Don't mention it. DeLuca, reassign somebody from the second shift. Fish, we're going to have to draw special weapons.
Hey, let me do it. I'll put on the armory. Let's see, what do we need? Shotguns? Tear gas? Gas mask?
Nice boy.
It takes so little to make him happy. Okay, dirty rasta for tomorrow. 4 off, 4 on. Fish, you and Chano. Nick, you and Wojciechowicz. How much longer is Harris going to be on court duty?
Tuesday was wearing his brown suit. Wednesday, his houndstooth jacket. Today he was wearing the blue gabardine.
He ought to be through on Monday. He only has 2 more outfits.
Yeah, okay. Captain, we just booked this guy. He's drunk. Disorderly conduct.
I think that is total exaggeration, don't you?
Let's bring him up here for. This isn't a drunk tank.
He's a government official. Name's Heiss.
Name's not Heist. Name's Heist. Not Heist.
Mr. Heiss?
That's better.
Is it true you're with the federal government?
I'm with the federal government. Did you know that?
What is your connection with the government?
I happen to be the chief of the Bureau of Federal Regional Development and Planning for underdeveloped suburban areas, mines, parks, and Indians. That was my payoff in the last election. How do you like that? They say he delivered 49 states. Well, donkey dust. 6 of those states were mine. As soon as the election was over, he called me into his office, you know. And he said, Ed, that was a bang-up job you did in the last election. And to show my appreciation, I'm going to make you the chief of the Bureau of Federal Regional Development and Planning for underdeveloped suburban areas, mines, parks, and Indians. Well, thanks a bunch, big fella.
What are you doing in New York, Mr. Heiss?
Well, I happen to be involved in a series of meetings to...
Hey, Chano.
Yeah.
Look at this. Japanese thermometer factory just went out of business.
Yeah, how come?
They found traces of swordfish in the mercury.
If I don't get in there in 2 minutes, I'm going to faint.
4 reports I need typed up.
Oh, Wentworth is the best typist in this joint.
Where is Wentworth?
In the men's room. I've been waiting 20 minutes. I feel like I'm drowning.
Stuff's in here.
12th precinct. Sergeant Yamana. Hold it, please. Chano, it's a telephone company. The supervisor wants to report some obscene phone calls.
Oh, who's the supervisor?
Miss Bush.
You talk to her, huh? Please.
She asked for you.
Oh, why does she always ask for me?
You have a way with words. Line 2.
Yeah, this whole business offends me. Hello, Miss Bush. Yes, this is Sergeant Amengual speaking. I'm fine. How are you? Good. Yes, I've been going over the files, and frankly, Miss Bush, we have enough disgusting material here to write a bestseller. What do you mean, for example? No. Well, you see, Miss Bush, no. I know it's official business, but if I was to read you an obscene phone call on the phone, this would be an obscene phone call. That's right, Miss Bush. Oh, you have traced one call? I see. Well, the next time you make contact, please get in touch with us right away. Right. Yes, of course. I realize it must be very embarrassing for you. Yes. You have a very nice voice, too, Miss Bush. Goodbye.
Hey.
No. The voice never matches the face.
Yeah, it ain't fair, is it? Hey, Chano, what's a 4-letter word for 혼돈이 키친 도둑은?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have to get in there?
Only because I'm tidy.
I got 4 reports on that garage robbery from last week.
What, you want me to file these?
No, I'd like you to type them up first, and then file them.
Captain Miller, this was not my collar.
I'm aware of that.
Well, then why do I have to type it up?
Because, Wentworth, we make no distinction here between male and female. You're just another cop who happens to be a good typist.
It also happens, Captain, that I fired expert at the police academy.
Good. Then don't type them. Shoot them.
Hate filling out forms. I thought when you did plainclothes, you did more than fill out forms.
Oh, yeah. We do a lot of heroic stuff around here, but if we didn't fill out forms, nobody would ever know about it.
I was better off downtown writing parking tickets. At least I was near the windshield where all the action was.
You left your lipstick on the sink.
Oh, yeah? How'd you know it was mine?
None of us is left-handed.
Well, precinct detective, Sergeant Amengual speaking. Right, just a minute. Barney! Be there. We got a 10:30 in progress in the bank in the East Village.
Pick up a car. We'll meet you downstairs. Fish, check out some weapons. Let's go, Nick.
Hey, what about me?
Stay here, answer the phones, and make sure everything is neat.
What's that? The 4-letter word for 혼돈이 키친 도둑.
This is what I came here for. Let me go with you. I can be very helpful to you.
Don't push, Wentworth. Don't push. There's liable to be shooting out there. Look, these men have worked together for years. They know they can depend on each other. It's always tough with somebody new.
Especially when that somebody is a woman, huh?
Being a woman has nothing to do with it. It's a matter of confidence. Look, we'll get to know you. You'll get to know us. Don't be so sensitive, Wentworth. Everybody thinks you're a lovely cop.
What time do you want dinner?
Well, Precinct Fish. Yes, madam. What time did it happen? Can you describe the assailant? Big slob. Can you give us anything more to go on than that, madam? Bad breath.
Not my customer. Take that seat over there.
Why am I being arrested?
I told you, it's called an unclassified misdemeanor. Sit down.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Your full name, please?
Al Schreiber.
Your full name. Alan, Albert.
Just plain Al. Excuse me, but Could you tell me exactly what is an unclassified misdemeanor?
The law states a person is not allowed to wear a disguise in public. You, on your way to a party, Mr. Schreiber?
No, I was just out for a little walk.
Yeah, well, you're not allowed to do that.
But I wasn't bothering anybody.
The point is the law prohibits anyone from attempting to conceal his identity.
Yeah, but I'm not hiding anything. I told him my name, and I live at 575 East 3rd Street, and I've been a truck driver for 23 years.
You drive a truck?
Yes.
A little truck.
20-ton rig. And I drove a tank during the war. 3rd Division. United States Marine Corps.
You saw combat in the Marine Corps?
South Pacific. Silver Star. 2 Purple Hearts.
I think I know where you got hit.
He had a scar. Where was the scar? On the right side of his foot? Wasn't he wearing shoes? He was. The scar was on the right shoe. Lady, that's called a scuff mark.
Barney, we got a lot of trouble on our hands. Excuse me.
That's okay.
We got it. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's up?
Oh, we got a mugger in the hospital in really bad shape.
Again?
Yeah.
How about the victim?
No, the victim's fine. As a matter of fact, your man is over at the house now taking a statement from her.
That's the 3rd time in 2 weeks. It's got to be more than just a coincidence. This is Mr. Schreiber.
Mr. Schreiber.
Al.
Good evening, Al.
Well.
Oh, right, yeah. This lady, Miss Celia Rodriguez, was attacked at 9:32 this evening by Mr. James Christopher, who was then attacked by a person unknown. Struck this James Christopher and disappeared before Miss Rodriguez could thank him for saving her money and possibly her life.
Isn't that just dandy?
That's it.
Where are the files on the other 2 muggings?
Oh, right on my desk. Mr. Schreiber, you, went to a party?
Been out for a walk.
No kidding.
Excuse me, but am I going to be here very long?
As long as it takes you to make bail.
Well, I hope this ain't going to be a big deal. I mean, you know, the Teamsters Union frowns on things like this.
Would you like to use the phone?
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks.
Barney, you know, all these muggers in the hospital, I don't know, I got a feeling that they were all put there by the same man.
Yeah, I think he's right, Mark.
Yeah. Just what we need. A vigilante.
Stealing, hitting, cursing. Where are all the normal people? Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How's yourself?
Hey, you're all set. You won't have any trouble with that phone anymore.
You don't fix toilets, do you?
Only if there's a phone in it.
Could be. It won't flush.
Are you really a detective?
Yeah, why?
Never seen a Japanese cop before.
You ever been in Tokyo?
Yeah, flew over it during the war.
I bet you were an officer.
Colonel. How'd you know?
I know a lot of telephone repairmen.
It seems to me if it's your assignment, you ought to fill out the report.
You think you're fooling them. They know where I am.
Come on,
They
come on.
find you, I'm telling you. You don't know them as well as I do. All this skipping around town is a waste of time.
Schuster.
Oh, God. Why do you come up on people like that?
Sorry, I'm Captain Miller.
That's the way they got Friedman in a laundromat. Snuck up behind him and pushed him into a dryer. They threw in 7 quarters. The coroner said 2 would have been enough to kill him. I don't want to go like that.
Friedman. He was the other accountant for the syndicate.
Sweet man. Kept a great set of books, a wife, 3 kids, a house all paid for. 2 laundromats.
All right, take it easy. We're not gonna let anything happen to you, Mr. Schuster. That's why they moved you here.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what they told me when they took me to the Bronx and to Queens and to Staten Island.
Any problems, Tom?
No problems, Barney. Picked him up at the 51st Precinct near Van Cortlandt Park. Nice, easy trip, no problems. Nobody saw us, quiet.
I'm not going to make it to the morning.
Mr. Schuster, you're gonna be okay.
Look, the syndicate, they're just another bunch of hoods. They're not Supermen.
Oh, sure. Then why am I the last witness?
Coincidence.
Coincidence? Friedman's secretary drowned in the ocean, a beautiful swimmer.
Accident.
Accident, huh? Steinmetz, a vice president, took a 2-week vacation, and that was a year ago.
Maybe he's having a good time.
What about me?
So far, you're okay, right?
Oh, sure, because my car was only a warning.
What happened? They steal your car?
Blew it up in front of my house.
You're not going to get hurt, Mr. Schuster.
And it was a loner.
See?
And on top of having my life threatened, the garage is suing me.
What's the matter? You got no insurance?
Are you kidding? My mother's going to be a rich lady in a couple of days. I got double indemnity.
Then let her pay for the car.
Very funny, very funny. I didn't know Orientals had a sense of humor.
Are you kidding? We invented gunpowder.
Rest assured, Mr. Schuster, we are going to take good care of you. The Crime Commission is very anxious for your testimony, so relax. We're not going to let anything happen to you.
12 Precinct, Yamana.
They don't even know you're here.
Mr. Schuster, it's for you. 5:15 a.m. The city is asleep. The wind has an edge to it. The cold slaps my face. I am tired, but I have a job to do.
What do you think?
I don't know. It don't sound like one of your regular arrest reports.
I'm writing a book.
Good morning.
I don't think so.
What's the matter?
I had hot flashes on the subway.
Need something you eat for breakfast.
You don't get hot flashes from prunes.
Hey, Harris is writing a book.
What kind of book?
Fish wants to know what kind of book.
A novel.
A novel.
What kind of novel? You might ask.
No, Wojo, you don't understand, man. The whole secret is oxygen in the blood. Listen, anything that makes your heart beat very fast, man. It's got to be good for you.
Fine.
All right.
I'm just saying that handball is as good as your way.
But you can't dance with a handball.
But you don't got to listen to it talk either. I mean, you get a dumb handball, you can just throw it in your locker.
Hey, Harris is writing a novel.
Oh, yeah? What kind of novel?
Why don't you ask him?
Harris, is that true you write a novel, man? Mm-hmm. Hey, no kidding, man. That's fantastic. What kind of novel is it?
It's a police novel. A week in the life of a New York City detective is seen through the eyes of me.
When did you decide to write a novel?
Last night, I was lying in bed, couldn't sleep, and I said to myself, you know, it's true. There are 8 million stories out there in this naked city, and I'm gonna sell one of them.
Morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Barney.
Anything happening I should know about?
Harris writing a
book. Acapella, pretty good. I had in mind something more in the nature of a crime.
Coffee.
I would hesitate to call our coffee a crime. A shame, maybe. Oh, that's a crime.
Morning.
What do we got in petty cash?
Around $50.
Check on it.
Yeah.
Good morning, Harry. What do you got that we can afford?
I got something very hot, Barney.
How much?
Very unique.
How much?
It'll cost you $100.
100? We never paid that kind of money for information before.
I never had this kind of information before.
Don't you ever do anything without thinking of the reward? Just because you're a good citizen?
No.
Disgusting, huh? Really rotten?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Informing on your fellow citizen is not a profession I would recommend to a friend.
Why don't you try something else?
I tried. I didn't have the feeling for it. Give me the 100 and let me get out of here.
Ooh, for that kind of money, Harry, we're gonna have a hint.
I offer 2 words. Charlie Jeffers.
Charlie Jeffers? That's not bad.
Not bad. He busted out of 5 prisons. Here. Elmira, Eastern New York Correctional, Clinton, Wallkill, and a couple of weeks ago he took a powder from Attica.
Where is he?
In your precinct.
50 now, 50 when we find him.
We got $42 in petty cash.
42 now, 58 when we find him. Semi-annual pistol range qualifications. Wojo, top of the class again.
Steady as a rock.
Yeah.
Hey, Yamana, you just sneaked through.
It's my eyes. I like to see how good you'd do if you had to shoot through eyelids like mine.
You made it, Harris.
Hey, it's not bad for an intellectual, huh?
Chana was 3rd in the group.
Yeah, but that's shooting from the hip, man.
Hey, Fish.
Yeah,
You didn't qualify.
it was cold. I wore gloves.
You're gonna have to go back next week. This time practice, huh?
Practice. That means I have to buy my own bullets. You know how much bullets are today?
Well, a big demand. Between the Middle East and television.
To be able to buy a beautiful bullet for 6, 7 cents. Today, 13 cents. And lousy quality in cheap box.
Well, Precinct Detective Sergeant Amenguala speaking. No, there's nobody here by that name. No, just a moment, please. Anybody hear of a guy named Gardino?
Yeah, who wants him?
Oh, headquarters personnel. They say he's a first grade assigned here, but I never...
Not yet, any minute now.
What, you mean we got a new guy coming in?
Yeah, he's transferring from narcotics. Take a message.
Oh, hello? Yeah, you're right. He's due in, but he's not here yet. Okay, right. Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Barney, can I take a little longer for lunch today?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
You all right?
Yeah,
What, you want a doctor or something?
something like that.
Well, we ain't got any hot water again.
We ain't got any hot water yet.
We ain't never got any hot water, ever. Neither.
Sometimes you make a great deal of sense.
Wojo, you and Harris. Got a little paperwork.
Hey, who's the new man?
His name is Paul Gardino. Spent a couple of years over at narcotics. He's got a good street record. Tough, efficient, but he's a loner.
Sounds charming.
Hey, why don't you team him up with me? We could make a very exciting couple.
We haven't even gotten our plumbing fixed yet.
Hey, man, what's that got to do with Gardino?
Well, we need a plumber a lot more than we need a new cop.
Maybe he's handy around the house. Dono, you and Fish. You can take care of these.
All right.
Heck, you and me, we gotta get to work on these extract reports.
Captain Miller?
Yeah, I'm Captain Miller.
I'm Gardino.
Welcome to the 1-2.
Hey.
This is Chano Amangual. How you doing? Bill Fish.
Hello.
Nick Umana. Ron Harris. Dan Wojciechowicz. We can make other arrangements to get you some temporary space around here.
This is fine.
It's a coffee table.
Then I'll move over here.
Nick, where do we keep the office supply vouchers?
Look in the file under O, or S, or V. If not, M for miscellaneous. And if you don't find it in M, they're lost.
And I look under L.
Good a place as any.
12th Precinct, Captain Miller speaking. Yeah, he's right here. Just a minute. What's the matter with your foot?
Gout.
Rich cooking, huh?
No, poor cooking, but rich food.
This is for you. On 3, somebody named Mona.
Again? What does she want from me?
I don't know. You pick up the phone, you say, hello, Mona. What do you want from me?
I know what she wants from me. She's a groupie. Policeman, turn around. Hello, Mona. What do you want from me? You don't even know what I look like. I'm a very mature man. Older, even. No, I can't come to your apartment. No, you can't come to my apartment. I'm married. You're sorry. But I'm going to give you some advice. Next time, call Madison 85642.
That's the fire department.
She's in heat, isn't she?
Were Joe and Harris calling yet?
They're on the way here. Hey, Barney, you got anything to read? The PAL took all the magazines.
There you are. Auxiliary uniform crime reports from the FBI. Fascinating.
It's not going to be the same.
How are you, everybody?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I don't know yet. Last night, a fortune cookie said I was going to have a rotten day. But this morning, my horoscope said it was going to be beautiful. So who are you going to believe? The Chinese baker or the New York Times?
12th Precinct, Captain Miller speaking. Here, go ahead. Channel, 10:30 in progress.
Right, Barney.
Hamilton Bank, 11th Avenue. Right. Call dispatch. Get a couple of cars.
Right. Chinese baker, every time.
I'll be out in a minute.
Come on, we got a bank robbery.
I can't help you.
Hello, dispatch. Yeah, we need 2 cars at Stuyvesant 11th Avenue, 10:30 in progress, Hamilton Bank.
Barney, I want to go.
What about your foot?
I hell with my foot. I got my savings account in that bank.